Hey guys, and welcome to VirgoPegasus Doll Resort. I'm Virgo, and today we are doing some kit put-togethers. I've got my beautiful Pickles. It is Pickles week, and I also have my Lanny. Get Lanny. And I also have my Liam to put together today. And I have 3 heads here that I'm not doing yet, which is the new Margot. I am going to change her eyes out, guys. I am going to change her eyes out. I have clutter going on over here with all of these guys, and I am going to change out Margot's eyes. But first, I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to change out her eyes today. But first, guys, if you wouldn't mind, if you're new here, hitting that subscribe button, and if you are visiting, coming back, please hit that like button, guys, and please comment. I love to hear from y'all. So, I want to change out Margot's eyes. We'll look at some eyes here in just a bit, and we're going to see about if... I want your input, guys. I got them right here, so... Okay. I was thinking about these. These are green eyes, and I really like... Jeez, if I could get them out. Get out! Get out! I really like these these green eyes. I feel like I like the Margot, right? I love Cassie Bray. She's my favorite artist. I do need to show y'all my dolls that I have by her. I have a good dozen, probably at least. Most of them are authentic. I think I have probably close to a dozen authentic kits by Cassie Brace, and just 3, I think, inauthentic kits. And that's because I don't know how to put it. They're very cute, but they're not as cute as, like, my Marley Bob. They're not as cute as a lot of my Cassie Brace. I do like the Margot sculpt a lot. I have been wanting to get the Margot sculpt for a very long time, but most of the babies that are hand-painted that are Margot, I'm just not a fan of. So, these are the green eyes. Hope y'all can see all this. It wasn't a green eye. Okay. I think she would look stunning with these. You see that? Aren't those beautiful? They're full round. I've got a lot of eyes I got on eBay on a haul. You know, I bought a bunch at once of different kind of eyes and sizes. So, I do have these green ones. I like... Ah! These eyes are flying, guys. Okay, guys, sorry. I fell under my chair. Anyways, this is the eye here. Isn't that pretty? There's all these little striations in it. So, I was thinking about doing green. I think she would look beautiful with green eyes. We will see. Tell me what you guys think. I also have these eyes here. These are Glastic, realistic eyes. Again, I got these. These are Glastic too, I think. In a lot. These are like a bluish purple. Aren't those pretty? So that was the other option for her. In the right size eyes would be this bluish purple. So I don't know how that might look. Kind of like the green. Green's my favorite color, guys. So anyways, those are the 2 eyes I've got. I've got these purplish blue and these green. And I'm just trying to decide what I want to do on Margot to... switch out her eyes. I don't normally switch out eyes, but I have a lot of eyes, so we're going to. Also over here is my new Peeka. I'm not sure what I'm doing with her just yet. I'm thinking also about switching out eyes. She might look good with these. She wears the same size as Margot, 22 eyes, it said. Something like that. So the green would look pretty. I do have 2 sets of the green in this size. And we'll be doing her later because I'm deciding on some stuff with her. And I also have my Zoe kit here. She's painted really good. One of her eyebrows seems to be a little lower than the other. But anyways, I haven't worked on her yet. I've had her for a while. I got some hair coming in that I want to try on her. I think I'm going to do some rainbow hair. Something a little different, you know? And so that is my Zoe. So those are kits for later. They are... I have my junk over here. I've been doing these applied eyelashes on these dolls. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be showing you that today. Because you don't want to see that. You don't want to see it. No. You don't want to see the applied eyelashes go on because it is something. However, I have these bodies here because I got to decide. Isn't this great? Any one of these if you got baby hairs or if you're root. Love these. I got a couple of them. Anyways, that's a baby hair brush. So, let's get into these guys. Now, I brought out some different size bodies. I have some bodies coming also. They're not here yet, but I think that they're the 26-inch body, which is this one. See that? And this one came with Liam, so we're going to put this one on him. It's also the same size, so it's like a 26-inch size body. It looks to be. But, this one is bigger. This one has these inserts in them. So on Liam, here's what I did with him. Let's talk about Liam real quick. So for Liam, I was going to root in some baby hairs, and you can see I got a couple in here. I don't know if you can see, but I was rooting hair down, so I rooted a couple, but his head is so hard that even heated up, I don't know what glue they used, but good Lord, this hair ain't going nowhere. So I just put a few baby hairs, and then I gave up on that. Maybe later I'll heat him up more, but when you do that, that glue gets kind of sticky in there, and it can cause issues sometimes, you know. It also makes it harder to root because you're punching with your rooting needles, and you're going through glue. And so I have snapped a few needles even after heating a head that had been pre-glued. But he is painted stunning. Look at him. So we're going to get him together, guys. We're going to get him together. I also added gloss. Inside his mouth was not very shiny, so I did gloss his inside of his mouth. I glossed his nostrils because he's a little toddler with a little runny nose. So I wanted that. So I did gloss his nose. And I added these applied eyelashes. I do root eyelashes, but I have a ton of applied eyelashes. I thought about trimming them, but I like them. I like them just like they are. So I did apply his eyelashes. So he's got those done. And then I added a little glossing to his ears, not much, just a little bit. So those are the things I did to him already. I also spent a good time getting his pacifier in behind this open mouth. But even after I got it in, he was sitting here and I came to move him. And for some reason, he didn't want that pacifier. So I took it out because what I realized is he's got an open mouth. So if you cut a pacifier, like this is a Dollar Tree pacifier, it says little dude, big dude. And I just chopped the tip off to fit. Certain babies have different mouths, so you got to angle when you cut. Some of them have angled. This one is flat, and it just goes in his mouth, and now he's got a pacifier, and we don't need to worry about a magnet or, you know, if you had a friend or a family member that had a pacemaker, you could let them hold Liam and wouldn't have to worry about the magnet being in there. So we're going to put him together in just a second. What do y'all think, guys? You like his eyelashes? Did I do okay? Anyway, so we're going to put him together because I can't wait. He's getting together. On another note, we will also be putting my Lanny together by Olga Auer. Oh, and Liam is a Bonnie Brown sculpt, and I got these kits on AliExpress. And you can check that video out for Margot and Liam and Peeka. I just posted that video. I have been working on him for almost a year. Yes, I know, because I just, you know, I put him down and then I don't work on him. I work on someone else. His hair... This is insane, guys. Let me see if I can. His hair is almost mono-rooted. It is insane, the amount of rooting I had to do on this little guy. But every single hair in his head is like... See, yeah, he was pre-painted before. Every single hair in his head has got like two little roots. That's it. Isn't he cute? Look at this hair, guys. I got this, and it comes in like this... a braid type thing. It's kind of like a wrap, and I got it, and when you pull, each hair becomes like fro-ish, and that's why I bought it. I wanted him to have this auburnish brown fro because something about his face, he just looks like he's a biracial baby to me. I don't know, that's just me. I did gloss his lips. I glossed his nose a little bit, guys, and I did add these eyelashes, which are super long. Again, I was thinking about cutting them, but I'm kind of liking the Phasa Spanos look. Ha. But anyway, so I did not cut them. I may cut them a little, but those are the applied lashes on Lanny. They're an auburn brown also. They match his hair and color. And so I've gotten him together. As far as his face is all done, his hair is all glued in. He does have a magnet that I put in him. And I did his eyelashes, glossing, and then the hair. The hair, my God, you guys, look at this. I cannot with his hair. I love it. Now, I do need to trim it, but I'm going to put him together, and then I might put him in the high chair and do a trimming episode or something. I don't know. But I do need to trim it because, see, it's pretty long. But then again, you can also, you want to, you know, have that fro. And then I also trimmed some of his hairs go downward in the front and all, so that he has a little bit of, let's just put you here. So some of these rooting were actually rooted downward, and then some was rooted in different areas. I did not do a spiral root because, I mean, look at him. But he does have baby hairs. I did put baby hairs in him all the way down on, I've added his little, he was painted on the side here, but I added him some sideburns because we gotta have our chops. Gotta have our chops on our babies. He is painted so good, guys. I'm shocked. He has got beautiful veining in him. Oops. So, I gotta trim that. I gotta trim his hair. But his hair is done. Tell me what you guys think. It can get bigger. I pick it, you know, it's gotta be picked. I just can't keep my hands off of it. And then I did do the baby hairs. Isn't that cute? He's so cute. His chops. He's got beautiful painting though, guys. For an alley kit that costs like $20, $25, yeah. Beautiful. All right, guys. So we're going to get him together too. A lot of times for rooting, guys, I use these. These are from like speakers, I think, that my husband bought or something. And I put like a little bit of padding in them, washcloth on them to keep it white. Yeah, it's dirty because it's been used for painting and rooting, but... And then I just put my doll head. And usually when I root eyelashes, I flip my doll upside down. And then when you root, the eyelashes fall naturally. And so when you flip him back and cut them, they have that natural curve. So when I root my eyelashes, I do them upside down. When I root the hair, it rotates depending on. I prefer rice socks to plugging in a whole nother, my light. I do have the lamp, the headlamp, and I have used it, but it gets really hot, and I think I'm going to use it more on bigger babies and stick to the rice sock. That's where you warm a rice sock, and then you stick it in the head. You kind of just let it sift itself in, and then it warms the head up. I let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then I go into my rooting, 5 to 10 minutes, and it's perfectly warm and malleable. But anyway, so that is Lanny. He is adorable. I can't wait to get him together and hold him. Oh my God, I can't. So we're going to do him in just a second. And then Pickles. So what I did to Pickles, yeah, this is my little bowl of stuff too, so that I'll be using. What I did to Pickles was Pickles here, I did the super glue in the rings on all the limbs. I do that first. It takes about 10 minutes to dry. Usually though, I'll wait like an hour before I put a baby together. So she came and she has this beautiful hair. But if you can see on this Pickle here, you can see like, you know, it's more than one hair in it. So she did not have any kind of baby hairs at all. And I know you can brush this down and all, but it's not the same thing as having actual wisps. So I decided that I had to root her. I decided I had to root her, so I put in all the way down. And her head was really soft, even though it's been glued, and easy to, it was very soft and easy to root. So what I did was... I heated her up very lightly. She didn't even need much of that. And then I mono-rooted, for the most part, each of these little hairs. Do you see that? Now, some of them got mixed in the same holes with the bigger hairs when I was rooting. But I did have this black mohair, and I was like, why not? And she needs baby hair. So we'll trim those, too. Oh, my God, I love the baby hair, though. Look at this, guys. You can take her, and you can just... You cannot with this baby hair. I am excited too. I got lots of baby hairs, so I've been using these kind of tools for a long time. And then the little gels and stuff. But this is one that came with her here. So we gotta just separate that. So she needed baby hairs. Oh my God, you guys, I am dying with this hair. It had to happen, right? She had to have something that made her look so unique in her. So I went ahead and also did gloss her lips. As you can see, she's glossy. I mean, they're already a little, but I went ahead and glossed her lips and her nose a little also. Just a little bit. And her eyelashes. So on this side, yeah, this side, it seemed like she had good eyelashes, or decent. They're really, so that was, and then this side was missing half of them. It looked like she had like a sporadic one or two, but half of them were missing, and I couldn't put her together like that. So I actually took her head, put her upside down in my little container thing, and rooted her eyelashes. And so she now has, and I went ahead and put a few more in this side too, so she has rooted eyelashes. She already came with rooted, but there just wasn't enough. And the baby hair. So she is precious with that baby hair. I cannot. It's amazing how such a little thing can cause such a big difference in how you look at it all and all. So we're going to stick her together. So those are the 3 kits. I do want to share this. This is a picture. My cat knocked it over earlier, so I said, oh, I got to show y'all. This is 1979. I was born in 78, so this is me. And this is my mom. Look at that baby. Tell me this baby here is not just... Can I turn this off for a second? Tell me that that baby is not adorable. That's me. That's me. I'm the baby. That's me. I still look the same, don't I? Anyways, I wanted to share that because I love this picture, and my cats were running through the house in the front room earlier, and they knocked it over, and I said, well, I'll just share that with everybody because look what a cute baby I was. And that was me and my mother. My mother's fly, too, there. Okay, yeah. So, let me just show y'all a couple of what I do when I root for my rooting tools. I use rooting needles. I was buying them on eBay. They would come like this in this container, and they have the different sizes. You use different sizes depending on the vinyl and depending on what you're rooting. You always got to have a pair of tweezers. Got to have these. If you buy from Bountiful Baby, they come like this. Okay, and I did buy from Bountiful Baby their rooting tool here. I don't like it as much, but it's good. It's not bad. Just not my favorite thing. Other things I keep in here. After you do the eyelashes and all, I use this clear, I think this one's CoverGirl. Yeah. It's a clear lash. It's a product that makes your lashes shiny and look longer, even though you're not putting like dark makeup on your lashes. So I use these on my babies after I root them. Their eyelashes. I use some dental tools and stuff for putting on eyelashes especially. This is what I use to cut the zip ties. It's a little nail clipper set, you know, cuticle clipper, whatever. So I use these. I get them at the Dollar Tree. If you're fixing a silicone baby, guys, you got to have this in your kit, in your bowl, in your box. This is Silopoxy. This stuff is amazing. I have fixed rip seams on dolls that I bought for really cheap that were silicone with this. So it's Silopoxy. It's very expensive. This is like 18 bucks or something. Very, very expensive for this little, but you don't need much. You don't need much, and it lasts, so. I always have a measuring tape. I crochet, but also with babies, it doesn't hurt, so you can know exactly how long they are, you know. So have that. And I buy these magnets, guys. These are rare earth magnets from Harbor Freight, and they're like $3.50 for a pack of 10, and they're super strong diamine, whatever it's called, that kind of earth magnet. These are like $3.50 for 10. I usually buy like 5 packs of them at once when I get them, because I don't go to the store very often. I only go to town like once a month, so where they have like a Walmart or something, because we are deep in the mountains. So I did buy a 50 pack for $4 something on Allie that's on its way to us now. We're going to try those magnets and see how they work and compare. But usually, yeah, I buy these. They come in this little, they look like this. And that's a bunch, you know, you take one off of that. And then you get your magnet. Now, Pickles has a magnet. I had a hell of a time getting that magnet into her mouth. Let me tell you guys. And we are losing light, so it's got that blue cast. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can't. We're losing light by 4 p.m. out here now, guys. That's just how it is in the mountains. Colorado. All right, we're going to go with it. Whatever. Okay, so normally I buy them, and these are on, you know, they're not cheap. It's not cheap to buy these. These tubes. So, like, this is a 40 crown. Crown is the best for babies, but let me show you what it did. The problem is the crown was a little harder to get in the head on certain dolls. So what I did was I went onto Amazon, guys. I went to Amazon and I bought these. So, these were $8 each. That was it. 7 something each. I couldn't believe it. Hey guys, sorry about that. I got some lighting. Hopefully, it's still a little weird. Anyways, I went on Amazon and I spent $7 on something and I bought these. They came separately. One is a 38, one's 36, because I didn't have needles in that size. They come in this really cute box. Well, I mean, I like the box anyways. I don't know how cute it is, but it opens up. It's got 2 little glovelet things for your fingers. So you can stick them on so you won't get pierced. I've been using rubber ones, so these are even cooler. And then it comes with 130 needles. Yes, felting needles is what I buy. I don't buy rooting needles. Or, I mean, you can if you want to spend $20 for something that you can pay $7 for and get a tenth of the amount. So I was, you know, but I switched out over the years because rooting is kind of my specialty. I also want you to know that you always need to have scissors handy, just because these are Dollar Tree scissors. I love the size of these. I like little sewing scissors. So anyways, these are great. What you do is you take the felting needle, you open up your felter. I bought this one for like $8 or $10 on Amazon. I like this. I was watching a woman root. One of the people that taught me how to root online that I watched used this kind of felting pen, and I like it. I like it a lot more than this one. I don't know if y'all can see everything. I might have to flip the camera here so I can see what I'm doing. Guys, I think we're going to go with this angle just because I can see what I'm actually doing because I had the camera turned around. So, there's also a mirror on the wall, so and ignore my clutter. Okay. Sally's over here. Say hi, Sally. Hello. Okay, anyways. So, basically, I've got my bowl of stuff, and I don't always keep it in a bowl. I keep it in my desk, too, but I like to have it all handy-dandy close to you when you're doing all of this. So, this is kind of my mess of my setup, but so what you do with this rooting one to do the rooting is you just unscrew it. Get it where we're not getting it. Okay. You just unscrew it, and then you take this needle and you push it out. Certain size needles in different companies that make their needles, you know. Then you would get a new needle when yours breaks or something, and you would just stick it right back in here. It goes all the way up. It's very sharp. Don't sit on it. Now, this rooting set came with a lid, okay? See the lid? The lid's cute and all, right? It doesn't fit these needles that I recently bought. These are a little longer, you know, and that's okay. It doesn't need the lid on it. If one breaks, you can then put the lid on it. But while you're using it, you're not using the lid anyways. So, and that is what I use to do my rooting, and then I just take the hair. And I will show y'all sometime. I'll have to show y'all how I do my rooting later. But anyways, these are all tools that you use in your craft area for crafting. I mean, there's more stuff too, but that's just some of it. So, as far as all that, anytime I see a baby that I want to do something to their head, so I try to do it to the Margot. I was going to put baby's hairs in her, and I am, but I'm going to have to heat her up. I have to heat her up to do the eyes anyway, so she's not going to get put together immediately. But soon. She'll be soon. But today we're going to put together these 3 guys. We're going to just get into that. I'm so sorry for not... Where did that one come from? For not being prepared, I guess, properly as far as... I've never done a put it all together type video. Okay, so here's the other thing you're going to need. You're going to need your zip ties. These are extra long ones that I buy from eBay. And I buy them, they're like $20 for 50 or something. They're not cheap, okay? The more you get, the better price you get. I usually buy like 50 to 100 at once, and that way I don't have to worry about them for quite some time. But if you will notice, this is the head on, okay, for instance, these are ones that came with one of these alley dolls, and you can see the heads here. See them? And they look small and all, right? But when you compare it to this, do you see the difference, guys? That's a pretty big difference, huh? It makes a difference when you're holding the baby and things like that. So these work just fine, okay? They just stick out a little more. You got to file them down a little more. They're not as, the quality's not as good. See? Did you see that? I just folded that and it broke. And that is one of the reasons I don't like the AliExpress, the AliExpress little bands. They're not super strong, okay? They're not super strong, whereas these are extremely strong. The only way you're going to get that off most likely is if you cut it. So, and look at the head. Look at that head difference. Y'all see? I mean, maybe it doesn't seem like much, but when you're holding a baby and you're putting it together, it feels different. It's, you know, as far as the thing. It's also thinner, easier to get around the neck and all those little things. So, I buy these. These are what we're going to use. We will not be using this alley one. So, these I save if I'm in a bad spot and need zip ties. I got plenty of these alley ones. So, put out the alley stuff. All right. Now, as far as Liam, I think we're going to give him this Bountiful Baby body, which is, because he came with like this one. That's hers, actually. Let's see. No, he came with even a smaller, I think. He's supposed to be he's supposed to be a 20-inch kit, okay? But I think he's 18, 19. So I bought these on one of their big sales a couple years ago. I probably got 30 freaking bodies because I like the Bountiful Baby bodies. And this is, I think, an 18 to 20-inch body. Somewhere in there. I'm not sure which one it is exactly. I think it's supposed to be 20. I'm not definite. But I got them on sale, and they came with all these little ties, so you can tie your dolls. But you know what I do with those? I take them out. I take out the strings, because guess what? I don't do that. Now, they used to, before zip ties, making dolls, this is what they would do. They would tie the dolls on with all these little ties. But I found these kits were like $5 cheaper to buy them with the ties. So just getting some free string. The deal there. So, we're going to put this body on him. We're going to do our Peaches. Now, Peaches came with this size body. These are identical, I think. And I think one came with a Margot. Anyways, we're just going to put this on her until my other bodies come in. I guess we do have this one, though. So, I don't know on her if I want to do this 25-inch body or if I want to do this here. Smaller body. I just feel like that is so small to me. I mean, maybe I'm weird. I don't know. It just seems... Maybe not. I don't know. I almost want to put this 25, 26-inch body on her. I think we're going to do that. Make her bigger. Maybe. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get him together. These are yours. Maybe we should just go ahead and do your limbs. I'll do you real quick. Lanny's limbs are over here drying. I have a bottle rack, guys. I don't have a good, like, homemade... It's going to happen. It's just hasn't happened now. So I use a bottle rack, and I just kind of bend these to hold the body parts so they're not touching. But these are flimsy, you know. But it works. It works if you're watching your stuff. I got it on my dining room table. It's not like it's going to fall over in the other room. So I haven't had it really fall over. You just kind of got to balance them when you put them on there. So these are Liam's kits. We're just going to do him and get him done. Okay, guys? The other thing you're going to need when you're putting a baby together... Not any of that. Is glass beads. And I'm going to show you some different... So I put them in old candle jars because that's how I do it. I buy my glass beads in bulk. And I'm talking... I buy like a 50-gallon drum thing. It's well, it's not a drum. It's one of those like Home Depot buckets, you know. And so I've been buying the white glass beads for around $75 for 50 pounds. Something like that. Okay. Glass beads are not cheap. These are the elite glass beads, you know, like this. And so I was buying those. But they went up in price. They went up to like $100 for a 50-pound thing, which is good. I know some of y'all spend a lot on your glass beads. So what I ended up doing was I've been doing that. Here's things that come out of bodies. We've got sand. We've got beads. I found these in bodies because I reweight most of my bodies. Sand, beads, glass. It's just a mixture of stuff I pull out of bodies. It looks pretty though, right? Looks like tea. Don't serve that at dinner. Okay. So, okay. What I ended up doing was I ended up going to find those. I also have poly pellets. Now, I do use these guys. You're going to need these too if you're doing separating. I am not paying $5 a pound or something to put glass beads in my baby's legs. I'm not going to do it. So, one of the artists I've been buying from Sunchi, well, I've been buying babies from Sunchi on eBay over the last few years. She uses these beads, and she puts them directly in the body. She doesn't even bag them like and then stick them in the body. She sticks the whole bead. She just pours them into everything. Now, I do pour them into the limbs. You'll see that. I'm going to use these. These are weighted. They're really heavy. They're really nice, and I've just been bagging them. I pour her baby's bodies out into here. I reuse the beads in the limbs, and in the head and the body, I use a glass bead ball. So that's what I'm going to do there. So what happened was those went so expensive. Here's another mixture of beads and stuff I've pulled out. It's interesting. The stuff you get in your babies. And I have a bunch of socks over here I'm going to have to show y'all too. It might be on another video though, because I know this is going to run long, of all the different things. We're going to cut open those socks. So we'll do that in another video, and we'll see what came in these. I'll show you real quick a little bit though. But what I did, now this is a white pantyhose I used, and that one's already pre-beaded up. This one has some kind of weird, I don't even know what's in there. Okay, I pulled out one baby and it had bullets in it. Like, it was that shotgun shell material, like the round bullets. And it was from an elite, my most expensive doll I think I own. It came out of her. And bullets, like ball bearings almost. But they're actually shot stuff. Okay, so these are just the glass beads. I've already pre-done some of the glass beads, okay? I don't know what this is. It feels like granola. It looks like some kind of mud. I don't know what this is. Cat litter? That came in one. Now, in the beginning, I was using socks, so this is actually the white glass beads. I would sew up the top of the sock when I didn't have pantyhose and use an old sock that, you know, or not an old sock, I guess it was a new sock, but I just was putting them in this sock, so we'll probably use that one too, then I don't have to bag every single thing. Again, there's another one of mine. So I would put them in the pantyhose, but they sometimes seep through, and I don't like that because I'm weird. I'm really OCD about. You should also wear some glasses, like, and now they're gone. I've lost them. Safety glasses if you don't want to get stuff in your eyes sometimes. Just be cautious when you're doing this. So this one has just a pantyhose. See, it's a white one, and I just put it in the sock just to give it a little extra. As those beads. And then this was another one. What the heck is this stuff? Looks like it's got some pretty beads in it though, right? I don't even know. These are ones I got from people. That was weird. We'll have to cut those open later. See what's actually in them all. But we're going to use these for the legs. And then so what happened was I ended up buying these. No, it's not that candle, okay? You see them? They are really pretty, guys. And they're very small. And they are just really pretty glass beads. So they're tiny. They're tiny also. They're like a little bit bigger than the white ones. Now here's the difference. When you buy these, it will say non-corrosive on the box and the bag because of the size of them, because they're fully rounded, because they're perfect. But you saw I touched these. They didn't hurt me. I mean, you don't want to put your hands in the glass. Obviously, you'll get small fissures on your fingers even if you can't see them. But even the fully rounded ones, it is glass. You know, it is glass. So these beads cost so much now. People that that I ended up buying these. This was so cheap. I paid like $35 to $40 for like a 50-pound bag. 50-pound bag. And they are actual glass beads. They're not poly pellets. They are glass. They're just on the bag. It does say corrosive. It says corrosive. So if you're wondering what people use these for, my husband's a mechanic and we were looking into all this stuff and he said, yeah, you use those for blasting. And I was like, blasting? Like, what are you blasting? Dynamite? And he was like, no. So if you have like an old engine, for instance, that's so caked that they cannot get the degreaser to get the grease off and certain different things, and you want to remanufacture this casing of an engine, they put these into like a giant, like almost like a water gun type thing, hooked to a, where's my brain here? We have one right outside. Anyways, it's hooked to the air machine, and the air machine is like a little metal gun thing, and then they shoot the engine cover or whatever, and it takes all that grease and dirt off. It can take off rust. So they use this to actually blast at metal engine and other items, and it can remove rust and all kinds of stuff with the beads. The beads are like, you know, they're glass, so it's hitting, I guess, the metal. So that's what they're actually used for. They're actually used in like industrial work, in mechanical work, and stuff like that. But so I don't look for like Reborn. Don't go looking for Reborn glass. I mean, you want to do that. You want to spend $150 on some glass. Go ahead. But I spent like 45 or 40, I think it was 35 to 40 for these. Shipped and it came in a big, bag. I'm throwing it away, but it was a big like, dog food looking bag type thing. And it said corrosive material, glass beads, blah, blah, blah. And that's where I got them. $35 for 50 pounds. That's right. I think that's right. It was like 35 to 50. With tax and all, of course, it was like 42 or something. For 50 pounds, I've got a whole thing over here that's like one of those Home Depot buckets I just poured it all into, and that's what I've been digging from because I'm out of my 40 pounds of white other than the few that are over here. So, we'll be using that, and these are actually the white glass beads that I already have pre-done, so we'll use those until we're out of those. But as far as the limbs, here is how it goes, guys. You're going to also need your polyfill. This is not necessarily what it says. A lot of times I reuse my polyfill and I put it back in here. I do have some Angel Soft fill, but I just really don't care about my inner filling. I mean, you're going to pull it out or in to make it as comfy as you want it to be. I don't know. In my opinion, I have some dolls that I spent the extra money and bought that Angel, and I bought that Angel filling, and I didn't feel a difference. So if you feel a difference, that's great. That you do. And I love fluffy, soft thing. I love all of that. So if you feel like you need to spend $20 to stuff 2 babies with Angel Fill, have fun. More power to you. It's your right. But I am not doing that, okay? I run out of polyfill. I'm going to the Walmart an hour up the road or whatever, and I'll get more polyfill. So it started out as this bag, and then it's been added and taken from. So I'm not sure how much is what. The Angel Soft I usually use in another bag. I'm out of it. I just don't. I mean, if I was making a doll for someone and they requested that kind of filling, I would actually go purchase that filling, and I would have them pay the difference of that filling on the doll. Because I don't see the difference of an extra $10 to $20 for one doll when I could use this. This costs like $7 or $8 for a huge... It might be a little more now. It's been a while since I bought this. This is 32 ounces. It's huge. It's like, I mean, another thing you could do if you wanted to get polyfill for cheap, or they didn't have it at a local store, or you're not close to one. I know that Kohl's and Walmart tend to sell pillows on big sales for like $2.97 each. The pillow, it's just this, okay? In a pillow. Take the pillow, cut the pillow open, use the polyfill. Don't use the pillow before you use the polyfill. But, you know what? That is another way. I know that the big one sells once a year, or twice a year at Kohl's, they do these big one sales. They sell like their blankets for like $10 that are like $20, $25 blankets. They sell their pillows for like $3 to $4, and they're big 32-ounce pillows. So you're getting all that polyfill for like $3, which is actually cheaper. I should do that. I haven't done it yet, but it's cheaper than buying the big bags. So there are just many ways that you can save money on putting a doll together. But let's go ahead and put Liam together real quick. So I don't put any polyfill in the bottom in my legs, and that's another reason I like to buy my kits. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to try to get through this video. So the reason that I don't use any polyfill in my... I do it at the end. You'll see that. I don't buy the pre-kits. You got to go get a coat hanger or hematite or something and go in there and remove all of the polyfill. That can take you 10 minutes on a couple limbs. I mean, I don't want to waste my time. I mean, great. You're getting extra polyfill. It's about $10 more for a doll that's put together than not. And it's nice sometimes to have your doll come just put together. But for me, I'm going to tear it apart anyway, so... I suggest to just buy the kits. Sometimes the kits are, I don't know. I think sometimes, you know, they're less handled when you put them together. So we'll do him. We're just going to put him together real quick. His stuff is all here. I am going to pre-do these. So I'm going to take his body he came with. We're going to see what these other bodies I have coming look like. And we'll probably go ahead and do all the limbs at once just so we can do that. But we'll start with him. We'll do his. So I'm going to go ahead and put these. You insert them with the sticking out part up, okay, basically, so that this, I'll show you. So you're going to go in here like this, okay? You just push it through, okay? And then you just stick that in there. I'm not going to do that just yet, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I pre-prep it that way. Same with each one. So you want the bulbous end sticking up. You don't want to put it in where that is down, because then it'll make it really difficult to, you'll have to twist it to get that side up. So, see, and there I go. Put it in backwards, but it's good now. I flipped it as I went. That's 2, okay? Next is here. That's 3. And here is 4. And here is 5. So we'll just go ahead and we'll put him together, and then I'll do the other 2 together at the same time. Now, if you do put it in backwards, and it doesn't matter what side you go from, guys, it's whatever side you want. If you do put it in backwards, you can always just flip it over as long as you don't have it feeded through too much. So you're just putting this around, you see? Okay. I hope I'm doing this okay. I've never done one of these. Next, I'm going to take my... What is that in there for? Okay, some fuzz. There's some polyfill in here, just a piece, but it's got stuff on it somewhere. And there are two different kinds. She was using this more white bottom kind here. She's now using more of this yellow kind. They're the same thing. They really are. I think the white looks prettier, I guess, but whatever. I'm just scooping them. I have a scooper for like an ice scooper, but you can use any kind of anything. You could use a cup. Do I have a cup around here I could use? You could just use a cup. You could use your hands, because this is not corrosive in any way. These are just little... So now we got his foot done so far. You can hear it, and you can feel it. Okay. So we're just going to go up. I like to go up to about the knees on these babies. He's a big boy too, guys. So far we're to here. I'm just going to keep on doing it until it's where we want it. Thank you guys for joining me today, by the way. This is kind of fun having people with me while I do it. I've been holding off too. I'm doing several, so maybe I'll start doing more of these. If you do like this kind of video and I'm not doing a horrible job at it, please let me know that you would like to see more of this kind of video, because I can throw a baby together pretty quick. I will also show you all how I do their little bit of their painting later. I am going to show you the super glue trick that's coming up. Okay, so now I've got him to a little more than I want, so I'm just going to pour a little out. Back into the Ziploc. I want it to about his... Want it right about there. That's probably good. So, now after you have it where you want it, if you can see it, you can see it, see? And that's to about here. Now, he has a 28-inch kit. This is the full-sized kit, and it better be, we'll be measuring that, but it says it's the 28-inch kit. So now that we have the polyfill in his legs, I am going to put the stuffing in. You just stick it in with your fingers, just like that. I just grab some out of my bag, and you really don't need angel stuffing to do this, you know. And I'm just going to stuff until his leg, it's got good shape. And fill the beads up to the knee. I really like that. Sometimes I'm an overstuffer. Sometimes I cut a little piece of fabric and cover the holes because I'm weird. But this guy has these. Okay, so we got one leg done. And also, I have my digital scale over here, guys. Actually, I have a baby scale, too. But I've been using my digital scale that I've been selling on eBay with. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold on. There it is. See it? It opens up for smaller packages. Anyways, I have been using this guy for, god dang, 25 years or something. I've been selling on eBay, so I've been using this scale forever. You just turn it on. They're like $16 on eBay. You can spend like $25 on Amazon. They're not very much to get, and this one has lasted me literally since I started doing eBay, like 25. Let's see, I started at 20-something, and I'm 46. So it's been over 20 years I've been using the same scale, and I love it. I did buy a baby scale. It takes up a lot more room. I'll probably get that out when I'm doing the other stuff. But this leg now of Liam weighs 20... Sorry, we're in ounces here. 1 pound, 4 ounce, just on that leg. So we're not going to have to weigh too much with the legs getting a lot of weight. Before it had the weight in it, it weighed 10 ounces. Okay, guys, 10 ounces to 1.4, something like that. Maybe that's too much in his leg. I don't care. That's what we're going to go with. Next leg, we're doing the same thing. Pour it in. And I keep this separated from my beads. Some did get stuck with the beads in there when I was dumping different bodies and different people's babies and so forth. But I usually just keep them separated this way. Because these are not glass, so they're not going to cause any issues. Don't waste any. And it saves money. If you're getting babies like this and you're going to throw away all the stuff, save the poly pellets, guys. Save the poly pellets, okay? You see the snow out there? Look at the snow. That's my light over there helping us out a little bit, so we'll deal with that. Look at the snow. So I've got him again to the knee. I like the knee. He's going to be probably close to 8 to 10 pounds when I'm done with him. I was doing all my toddler babies like 10 pounds, but I'm not going to do that anymore. So where does it go to? Right there. Right there. We're looking good. Maybe just a little more. And I squishy it a little to get it in there to keep the shape of the leg. You're not going to hurt the baby doing that. I mean, if you do, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. Okay, I didn't do it. Anyways. So a little. Another good way is you can weigh it and see, is it within the weight of the other leg? It is 1.3 pounds right now. So we'll do the poly. So that's 3 pounds of a baby in the legs. So we're just going to do the same thing. Stuff it in. Take it out of our big poly bag and just stuff it in. Okay? Till you get it where you want it in movement and flexibility and so forth. We're going to do that. Should be good on him. I don't even think we need more than that. Maybe a little more. For density purposes. So, and there you've got your second leg. Still cute, still squishy. Okay, and that one now weighs 1.3 to 1.4, so we're right into 2. That's 2 legs. Okay, why is that there? Very. Got 2 done. Get it out. Okay. Next, we have his arms, right? Here's one. Do have the right arms, don't I? Okay, this is Pickle, Pickle, Liam. Pickle. Okay, guys. I'm just glad my dining room table needs to be refinished anyways. That's what my husband said the other day. Okay, so here's his arms. This is the Liam by Bonnie Brown. He's a big boy. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pour these in here. I'm going to probably go up to about the elbow because that's what I do. Everyone does it different. A lot of people don't go that high with their beads or you don't want that weight. And you can probably stuff it more. Oh, let's see. What's it weigh without? It weighs 4 ounces without the... so we're hoping they'll probably be around a pound each max. And that will give us like 5 pounds on the baby basically. And then we'll just put another pound or something in him. So... it's harder to see down in there. But it's to about here. So just do a little more. Now it's a little upper. Let me just see. Where is he at? Right above. I'm going to go a little under. I want it right. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm just going to polyfill the top. Now some of these are smaller, and if your fingers aren't real small, you can use a pencil, a pen, end of a paintbrush. Okay, here, I don't really need it though. Or whatever. I just use my fingers. It's easier. But if your fingers are big, you can use some other kind of tool. You know, whatever you got to put it in there. In my clutter fest. Sorry about that mirror back there, guys. So we're just packing it in. Pack. I know a lot of you are probably like, oh, she buys kits. We never see her do this. We have no clue. Is she really doing it? She's just buying kits. But no, I'm actually putting them together, guys. That I am. Okay, so that is his upper arm. He's pretty good. Pretty good. Get him stuffed where you want him. See, you probably feel him. And now this arm weighs 6. So we only added 2 ounces of stuff in him. So, next arm. So, and I am running low on poly pellets, but I have like 4 dolls of hers I have not reweighted, so the second I start dumping them out, there'll be a whole bag over here. Just, because like I said, she just dumps the beads in, she puts the stuffing in the body, and she just dumps these in there with them. So they're not like bagged or anything in the body. But I mean, there is some weird stuff that we find in bodies, guys. 6 ounces. Let's see if we can. This arm's obviously a little bigger. I think that's probably good. Perfect. All right, perfect. That's it. We're almost done with Liam, guys. We're going to have him together in just a second. And it feels so good when you finally get a baby put together. Oh, and you get to hold it after months of having it, if you haven't done anything to it in months, or you've been doing other stuff like rooting or whatever. But I was so happy that these babies came with hair these last few. I mean, I can always get babies with hair, okay. But I like to root. I like the way I do it. I'm a perfectionist. We all have our things. That's mine. So, I think that should do it. It's nice. When you stuff them, their body takes shape. Their limbs take shape. It all takes shape, you know. All right. I think we're good on him here. So, get that in there. All right. And it is Toddler Tuesday, so it is Tuesday evening, guys. I guess afternoon around 5 probably now. So, I'm just going to move those over for a second. We're going to get him together. We're going to get him put together. Okay, so now we have his body here. And now we're going to stuff his body with polyfill. So I'm just going to polyfill him up. Now, I like to kind of take it and rip it up a little so it's not just one big blub blub of stuff. That's right, that's how I see it. Now then, how much do these weigh? That one is 1.4, right at a pound. Right, okay, I'm going to use these two. These two are right at a pound each. I'm just going to put it in here. I'm going to take it out of the suck. Forget it. We're going to do this. I don't want the bag just being right on the outside, so I kind of push it down in the fill. And I'm going to do 2 on him. Because we're going to make it have a little bunka bunka. I don't even want to do that. Yeah. So we're going to put it right there in his bunkadunk. So I have just pushed both bags down there where I want them. Now everyone has a preference. A lot of times I like to stack them where you have like that back filling. He's a toddler, so I'm just going to do those 2. I don't know that I'll do anymore. That's pretty heavy already in his bunkadunk areas. Maybe I'll stack it. I've got him going up. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm going to stick some more in here. And you just fill your way around those bags and stuff it how you want. Look at the body a little bit here and there, and that way you can add where you need it. Now, I do like to tend to add a little extra. There, the other bag's centered. So this one I'm going to center. Good. So I've got one bag on top of the other bag is what I did. I just stacked them. So one's here, one's up here. Flip that one right there. I do knot my bags and all, so sometimes you can feel those knots, so you don't want to have those. This should almost do it. Now, I do sometimes get a little happy also on the overstuffing of the upper area. He's a big boy. So, and that is the one good thing. When you do buy a kit already pre-made, you have all that extra stuffing, so you're not using all your stuffing, but we still got a good amount in this here. Anyway, all right, we're going to put his legs on. We got his right and his left leg here. We're going to need our snippies. Okay, so his right leg is here. Let me see if I can't bring you in a little more here to see this. Okay, so I am taking this leg here, and I am going to put this leg in here, okay? See, it's a little shiny because of the super glue. And then, first I like to pre-do these where you just stick it in there. Put these on my face so I can see what I'm doing. Up close and personal. And then I pre-zip them a little. Don't pre-zip them too far, okay? Can y'all see that? If you pre-zip this sucker too far, then it will get stuck and you won't be able to get it off. So I just wiggle them back and forth. You see how I'm doing that? Because I have, see that? Look how he bends. Because I have super glue on him, he does this. You don't even have to have rings. You don't. Here's the trick. I found this trick to do super glue on Dolls by Sandy. They actually show it there. Now what I'm going to do with this leg, because I've got him exactly where I want him, is just snip him. A lot of people fold them in. I don't do that, guys. I'm just going to show you what I do. He's bigger, but... So you just take your little snips. You get as close as you can down to that little button, to the little head of the zip tie, and then you just twist it, and that is it. That is it. I hope y'all saw that, but I'm about to do it on the next leg, and several others, so you're going to see it all. So we'll do the same thing over here. Pre-snip it in there, okay? Not too far. You don't want to waste your zip ties. Zip ties are expensive, especially these thin ones. Oh, tea is good. Tea is very good. Okay, and we're going to put this one here. Same thing. Now, normally they don't have, but he's a big boy, so I've already got a pre. You're just going to wiggle it back and forth, get it on that little line, okay? And then you just back and forth it. That's how I do it. Now, there's many ways. People do this all different ways. That's it. He's good. He's not going anywhere. He's stuck, and we will snip him. And that is it. Now, I'm going to go in here and file those. 1 second. I don't know. I had my big one over here. I can't find it. I found more magnets, though. Okay. Cannot find it. This is just a cheapo one. Yeah, and you just file the edge. You see the edge right there, guys? If I can't bring it even more close here. So you can see. So I just take the nail file, cheap nail file, and file down that edge. And it's cool. Josie does this too. I'm sure lots of y'all do. But you just get it filed to where you want it. So it doesn't tear the clothes or poke you when you're changing your baby or whatever. So I need my other nail file, but I don't see it over here. Anyways, any nail file really works. You can use one of these nail files. If this is what you have on hand, you can use that too. You just file them down until you get it where it doesn't like grab your hand. That's actually easier. And that was it. And then you just cover the material over it. But you can also use your little tool that you're using or tweezers or whatever, but I just pull it over. I'm not tearing anything. I'm just grabbing it. If I could learn how to use my hands properly. Okay, there you go. That's it. Some people sew these. I don't do all that stuff. No. Same thing on the next leg. I know, there's beads here. I'll use this one. I think the metal one worked better this time. I'm not getting the clothes. I'm just getting the thing. Not that it meant, or the baby outfit, whatever. Even one of these will work. This is the one I use on my nails. But I'd rather not use that. I'd rather use this one. Or the other one. And then you just pull it over. Same thing. Pull that over that. And that is your lower area of your bit. Look at him. He's coming together. Okay, we're going to do the same on his arm here. Right arm. Okay. Got it right here. First, we're going to go ahead and put this in here. And I get these long ones because that's how they come. They work on every baby, so that's great. But I bought some at Michael's, and they were snapping on me. I don't like the alley ones as much. Again, he's been, see his veining? Do y'all see that? Oh, the light's bad again. Earlier, I was looking at him. Look at that. You can kind of see it. I was looking at him in the light, and I could not believe how well he's painted, guys. So he didn't look so great in the dark, as far as I couldn't see all the veins. But during the day, yes. Seems like so much material here. Okay. Back and forth. That's how I do it. That's it. Now, and he's got the joint so he can turn either way, but see how that is? So now he's double jointed. That's what this is. This is a little joint outfit. But see how he turns even without joints? And I kind of zipped him kind of tight, so I'm not going to do any more. Get rid of that so I don't accidentally do it. So I just put that on the zip tie. If I can figure out how to get it on the zip tie. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Virgo. And yes, my real name is Jenny, guys. You're welcome to call me Jenny, too. It's just when I started, a lot of people were talking about different Jennies in the community, and my name is not Jennifer. It's actually Jenny with an I-E. It's named after my great aunt. Jenny was a very popular name in the 1920s. So, that's my name. It's not Jennifer. So you're welcome to call me Jenny, because when I talk to people in real life and have real friendships with them, they tend to call me Jenny. That's it. Snip and twist. So, feel free to call me either or. Virgo just lets people know where I'm from and who I am and all that. And so when people say Jenny, it's usually someone I've talked to privately on the phone or something because they're, friends. So my great friends in this community. So that's cool. So he's got double joint. So he's got, this is a joint, even though the leg ones are like that, but they don't bend like that. I didn't understand that. It's like they're sewed. But these are actually, oh no. I don't know. Oh, it's kind of weird. Okay, the joint is moving in there now. Okay, so it does have little joints. That's great. So if you were not wanting to use this glue method, this is a great kind of body for you. For sure. I do it on every baby I have, guys. Every single one. I do super glue because it's great. Now, if you take a baby apart after that super glue has been on its phalange for quite a while, you might see a little crusting of the glue, but you're not going to see it unless... Oh no. Oh no, you overdid it. Come on, bobbies. Interesting noises. Brump. Okay, I'm going to cut this guy. This baby wants to get together. He's not happy. He wants to be in. He wants his head on. So, maybe not working as good. There. Because they're $1 clippers I've used a billion times. I probably need to get some new ones. So now I am just going to file it. Maybe with these. There we go. Just to shape it. Because it was sticking out a little. Alright. So, there he is in his body. Now we're going to put his head on. Now, a lot of people use lightsabers and things in their head to... Now. Move it back. Okay, a lot of people use lightsaber. I know, like Rainbow Dolly's Nursery. Sorry there, buddy. Anyways, they use lightsabers. I think it was Tulip's channel that... My Tiny Tulip, whatever. I'll put some channels I named down below. I always do. I think she was the one that came up with the lightsaber. I don't have a ton of problems with my heads flopping. I am not going to put weight in his head. His head already weighs almost a pound, 15 ounces. So I'm going to just let his head be because he's a toddler. We're going to stuff it with polyfill. As you can see, I don't know if you can see. His hair's all glued in good. There's nothing in his head right now. He does not even have a magnet because first I had to put 2 in there. I probably should have put 3. When your baby has an open mouth, it's better to put a couple magnets behind the head, the mouth. Open mouth babies are the worst. Trying to put a magnet on. They are the worst. So, keep going till we get his little head where we want it. And then I also have another bag of old fill. Sometimes I'll use that because it's not as good for the head of polyfill. Because it's like reused. So my reused polyfill is really in here. As are my pantyhose and stuff I use for the other. This is a Target bag. Before bags were illegal in Colorado like that. And I just have his head here. I'm going to put it up here so you can see. We're almost there now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That ought to do it. That ought to do it. Look at him, you're cute. Okay. Now I've got the polyfill. Wait, where'd that? I must have worked it out. That's weird. I swear it was in there. Whatever. So this is going to be his head. Go ahead and pre-do that before you put the head in. Before you put the head in, I always like to just close it because sometimes it's hard to get around the head. Then, with a baby like this who has so much hair, you got to watch out for that hair. Just pull it up. Do we like his head where it's at? Before you zip tie, make sure you got his body how you want him. I think I'm going to put just a little more poly there to hold up his shoulders a little. Just a little more up here because I like it to have a little more shoulder definition. And let's just see how it looks. It looks pretty good. Okay. Like I said, hold that hair up. It's the other thing with super gluing them when they have long hair. You gotta hold it up. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. He's so cute. Right now he's a boy. I haven't totally decided, guys. But again, I'm doing that. Hold on, let me show y'all. I'm holding his head with one hand and pulling back and forth with this because I got to get his head in there, right? So, hold that head, go back and forth. Does his head turn? Yes. Your head's falling back. Oh, why is that? Maybe I need a little more stuffing in him. Could I do some more? Maybe a little more. We could do a little more in him. Just a little bit. Oh, that's that Angel Soft over here, guys. So I do have a lot of that. Still, I thought I was out, but I do have some in here. But it doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. Yeah, it does not. Okay, so he's a little chunkier. Would that hold his head better? Stick it. Wait, don't grab that. When you're trying to put a head back in and you've already done the zip tie, don't grab the zip tie. I almost did that. So, word to the wise. And then we're just going to tighten him. He's so cute. Oh my god, he's so cute. Okay, we're just going to tighten a little more. That's good. I'm just going to cut it now. So, I like these because they get really close, guys. See that? Just twist it back and forth a little till you get that snap. Make sure you get your scissor part on it. I don't know what is up with these. I got new ones. I think they're old. I'll tell you what. Just use the scissors. There. That was easy. I already had it like halfway through. So then I'm going to do the same thing. I'll just file that piece. And then that worked good. And then just pull it over with that. So then here we got them all covered. And that, my friends, is how you put a doll together. At least that's how the Virgos over here in this Virgo house. My husband's a Virgo too. That's how we do it. Dewey's a Virgo. My husband's a Virgo. Now, his head's wobbly. I got to invest in some of those lightsabers. A lot of people put the lightsabers on their babies. God, he's so cute. Look at him. Oh, I'm going to hug him. Have you guys hugged a doll today? Hug him. Hug him, babies. Hug him. Hug him. Oh, my goodness. And I know he's got the girlish hair. But my nephew, little Andy, he had curls, but he had dark hair. And, you know, it's so cute. Oh, my God, he's so cute. Get that. You get the baby. Oh, no. Here. Okay, you want to bopper? You're too big. Me and Daddy talked about it last night, and we decided you can't have minkies because you're too big for binkies. But he does look cute. Look at him. Okay, guys, I think this has gone on for quite a while, and I've showed you Liam. I'm going to show you how to do the next two. I'm going to put my pickles together and all, and I'm going to do that video right after this video. I also have a babe side review thing to do. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. But anyways, so I'll have to get that out here in the next 24, 48 hours also. But I tell you what, I'm going to come back here and we're going to finish the other two. We will get him dressed. We will get him together. Some clothing on him. He's so cute. He is a cute little man. And a diaper and all. I don't have that over here right now at the table. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and in this video here, and then I am going to come back and I am going to do the Pickles and the Lanny. We're going to put them together, and then we'll do another video in which I dress all three. And so we'll have a changing video. How's that sound, guys? Okay, so we're going to do that. I do want to show you how I do those. I took a little longer with him because I wanted to show you guys how to put together, you know, how I put together my dolls. You can put your dolls together however you want to put them together. That is up to you. This is how I like to do it. You guys can shine. I know it doesn't help much, but it makes me feel good to use this little guy, you know. Especially if you, like, touched him with, you know, or your kid touched him or something, then you're just like, it just makes me feel sane. Anyways, so, he's my big guy. He's my big guy. Hug him again. Come here. Look at him. He's so cuddly. He's perfect. Oh, he's perfect. Let's see what he's weighted at, guys. Okay, he is 6 pounds, 14 ounces, like that on the... So he is right at 7 pounds, guys. And truthfully, I like that. A lot of my babies weigh a lot more. And And I'm getting kind of tired of it. I need shoulder surgery in both my shoulders. I have titanium in my back, L5S1. I've got a post and 3 screws, drills. I don't know what they are. I got 3 posts and a disc in my L5S1. Both of my knees have been redone. I have a cadaver tendon in my left knee. In my right knee, I have my own lower tendon from a lower part of my leg. I do extreme sports, and even at 46, I still do them. And when I break, I fix myself. That's what happens. You should go snowboard with me. You're a copy doll. You can do that. So this year, I'm hoping to take some babies on the mountain. I snowboard by myself. I mean, I do snowboard with my husband backcountry. He's a skier. I'm a snowboarder. I've been snowboarding since I was 15, and I love it. It is my passion. It is the closest I feel to God. I love being on the top of a mountain, and I was going with other people and stuff, and I still do sometimes meet up, but most people can't keep up with me. I'm a double black diamond snowboarder, and that is a fact. You'll see soon, guys. I always post my shorts of my snowboarding and stuff, but this year is it's going to be fun. It's open already, but usually I don't go until they open the blue runs because I need to do blues and blacks because snowboarding to get, anyways, you got to do blues and blacks. Greens are for babies, and on a snowboard, you have to have an angle, and a green sometimes is flat. So it's very hard for a snowboarder to snowboard on a green unless you're just learning, and even then, I would say it's not really made for it. So the blue runs are what I wait for, and they'll be open here in the next couple weeks at Loveland, and that's where I get my pass. And then on the weekends, I just do a weekday pass, and then on the weekends, we go snowmobile. We've got a lot of snowmobiles. So if you want to come visit the resort, guys, we go snowmobiling. We're here. And we go snowmobile, and then I backcountry snowboard, and he really hasn't skied but once last year, I think. He did get like 30 days on the snowmobile, but he only skied like 1 day with us at Winter Park. And I like to go about 3 times a week, and it's my workout. I go for an hour, I get in like 10 to 12 runs, and I love snowboarding. So my babies are my hobby at home, and my outdoor passion is snowboarding. It's the one time I am truly exercising throughout the year. But the good news is that snowboarding in Colorado or a lot of places will last. So we have like 9 months that you can be on the mountain. There's only a few months. It goes to like May. Sometimes you can still get in a run or 2 in June. So I love where we live. We are very high in the mountains. We're 2 exits away from the Loveland Ski Resort. And yeah, I'll be doing that very soon. But anyways, we got him together. I want to thank you guys for stopping by the resort. Please if you're new, please subscribe. Please write a comment, guys. Let me know. Did I do something hokey that you wouldn't do? Did I? Did I do something you wouldn't do? Oh my goodness. I'll have to buff that. Anyways, guys, I really do appreciate you. Tell me, what do you think about his eyelashes and all? And I think those little details really make them look like, he looks like an authentic Reborn. He's the full size. He is so beautifully painted. Oh my goodness, guys. And I have wanted this kit for 3 years. This kit has been in my AliExpress cart for 3 years. So really glad I got him. We're going to come back. Like I said, I'm going to get this one. Will probably come up on Wednesday. I will have the other put together, and then possibly I'll do that review also tomorrow. So I might be doing 2 videos tomorrow, but I'm going to get this one up tonight, but that one probably will go up tomorrow. It'll be part 2. And then, yeah, that just sounds like a better plan. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I do hope that it helped you. Can he stick his fingers in his mouth? My girl Simone was asking about babies with their fingers in their mouths, and I didn't answer that question, Simone. I'm so sorry if you're watching this. I haven't checked my Aspen out. I don't know if her fingers go in her mouth. One of the things I don't do is, put their fingers in their mouth a whole lot. But, hey, I never really thought about it. But, yeah, his fingers can go in there if you want to chew a finger. Because Mommy and Daddy said, no more binkies. No more binkies. Except for right now, you can have it. I only had 1 kid that took a binky, my oldest, Belle. She was in a binky till she was almost 3. But my other 2 daughters and my son did not take a pacifier. Elle would put it in her mouth and she would spit it across the room. And she wasn't even a week old. So, yeah, binkies just didn't fly. You just had to let them cry in our house if they had that moment. But as far as my oldest, I was a single mom with her, and binky saved my life. Binky saved my life with her. I was a young mom, too. I was 21 when I had her. So, but that's Liam, guys. This is the resort. Excuse the mess again. I will be talking to y'all very shortly because I'm going to go ahead and I'll get this one up tonight. Maybe I can get them both up within tomorrow. One tonight, one tomorrow. I don't know. We're going to see, guys. But take care. God bless. Stay safe. Hug lots of babies, guys. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now. Bye, guys.